back to this question now. So you're given the cubes, the two cubes. Can you tell me the surface area of green in the block P? Surface area of green in block P. Can anybody tell me that? In block P, the small cubes that are used are of 5 by 5 by 5. Sorry? Okay. So what, okay, it's just not helping. So in this case, in one phase, you have a 5 by 5 by 5 module. Such cubes are there on one face, there are 5 cubes, 5 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 squares of 5 by 5 by 5, which are there. That's make one surface area to be 125. 125 multiplied by 6, because a cube has 6 faces. That yields how much?
750.
750. Great. Thank you so much. That yields 750. So this surface area of green here is 750. Now, when I look at this here, the surface area of the green here is 3 by 3 by 3. 3 by 3, 9. 9 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 by 3 by 13, 117. So 117 is surface area of one face. That multiplied by 6, because there are 6 faces in the cube, yields somewhere around 702.
702.
Okay, 750 and 702, which now naturally makes the option A correct, that the surface area of green is more in P compared to that of Q. So A is correct. Then I will check for the surface area of white. For the whites, in each face there are 4 white color squares, each of 5 by 5. So 5 by 5 by 4. It makes it 100. 100 into 6 surfaces. For the white, we have total surface area coming out to be 600. 100 into 6, 600. For the other, this cube, what happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 into 3 into 3 yields 108. Multiply by 6 yields 648. $108 multiplied by 6. That's all I did. So the surface area of white in P is 600. The surface area of white in Q is 648, which means option B is wrong. Surface area of green and white are the same. Option C is wrong. Surface area of green is same, but the area of white is different. In P and Q, the surface area of green is the same, but the area of white, it is wrong because both are different. So in this case, only option A is correct. Okay. Just simple mathematics, just finding the area, multiplying it by the modules that are happening in phase 1, and then that multiply by the total number of faces. That gives, find the area of green and find the area of surface area of green and surface area of white, and check for the options. Simple. Okay. We'll move to the next one now. Here, you are given a plan view of an L-shaped sculpture. The red line that you see in the plan view is an L-shaped sculpture, and the light is falling in this direction and the light is falling in this direction. This is the kind of shadow which gets formed when the light is falling here. What you have to find is, how does the sculpture look like? Which of this A, B, C, D, it's one answer is correct here. Which of the thing which is given here, A, B, C, D may say, which is the correct sculpture which happens? Ananya Patel, that is correct. Just a suggestion, this is a hint for you all. Look at the bottom row. Look at what happens in the bottom row. So try just decoding that much part. Iska mirror, try decoding just that much part and just try looking at that part here in this part. Ye wala jo part hai, wo search karo in all of these and you will get the correct answer. Just by doing that much, you will find it. Because if you notice, all the sculptures which are there, the bottom row is different. Top row bhi alag hai, but bottom row becomes easier because, you know, it's just, you just have to draw it immediately. Upar. It becomes very easy. Malhar, wrong answer. Neil, correct answer. Krish, correct answer. Janvi, correct answer. Malhar, correct answer. Okay. So in this case, like I said, just start looking at the options. Look at what is different in the option very quickly. Wherever you have to find, this has only one answer. So wherever you find the difference, just start with that part. So in this case, I found that the bottom row is different in all the options. So I started with that. And just by solving that part, I got the answer there itself. So what I did from there, after looking at the bottom row, I actually sit and drew ki how will the sculpture, how will the actual sculpture look. So in this case, I came to know ki ye aisa dikhega, ye aisa dikhega. So the one panel which is on the right side, this panel will have these two things like this, looking like that, and that panel will actually look like this, standing, which is this as the base and this is the top line there. So the place where the base looks somewhere like this is option D here easily, and option B here also. The same thing. So A and C automatically gets eliminated there. Once I do this elimination, I'll just erase that part first. Then I will draw the other part, the opposite side of it. I will make a square here. This is the base and this is the top line. And then I will draw this base again. And then this will look somewhere like this. Easy peasy. That happens with D. C mein, it's the opposite thing which is happening. Sorry, B mein, not C, B mein. And that's why I'll say option D is the correct one. I hope this is clear. Okay. This was like a luck thing, a good thing which happened in this case, where naturally in this part all are different, all the signs are different in the bottom row. That's where we started. We constructed one side, we constructed the right side first, we eliminated two options from there, and then we constructed the left side, and that's where we eliminated another option and we found the correct one. Please solve this, okay? Visually drawn, don't draw it visually, don't think visually in your mind. You have to actually draw it, otherwise you won't be able to find it. You will make a mistake. Okay, so here it is given that at 6 p.m., the hour hand and the minute hand of an analog clock are at 180 degrees with each other. After approximately how much time will they be at 180 degrees with each other again after 6 p.m.? At 6 p.m., they are at 180 degree. After 6 p.m., with after how much time or how many minutes and seconds will they arrive at 180 degree again? You can write your answers in the chat box, please. This is one answer correct, okay? MCQ. Okay, which is the time at which after 6 p.m. will the hour and the minute hand be at 180 degree? At what time will that 180 degree happen? Between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock, will there be any time instance where it will be at 180 degree? Just question.
No.
No. So which is the obvious answer then? There's only one obvious answer, right?
65 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yes, that is the only obvious answer left. Because between 6 and 7, there is no instance at all where 180 degree will happen, which automatically eliminates A, B, and C straight away. And you get the correct answer ki D aayega. Simple, as simple as that. You really have to visualize this. I mean, it's very straightforward. You will get confused with so many minutes and so many seconds and those kind of things, but just have this basic question within an hour. In this kind of question, specifically in this kind of question yourself saying, okay, 1 घंटे में 180 degree angle बनेगा दोनों के बीच में. Will within an hour 180 degree angle be formed? The answer is no. So naturally the answer will be D, without even thinking, without even calculating anything. Okay. So thoda tricky. I mean, just think outside the box little bit that way. Okay. It's around, the time should be around 5:75 something. Okay, by the way, in the previous one. Here you're given a digital clock. The sum of the digit it displays at 12 is 3, and 3 comes by 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0. 1200, you add all the digits, and that's where 3 gets displayed. At 1201, it becomes 4, 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1, and so on. What is the sum of all the digits that are displayed from 12 to 1259? How do you do this? Are you going to manually do the summation of all the digits, or is there a simple method to do this?
Arithmetic progression.
Arithmetic progression. Okay. I don't know arithmetic progression. I'm sorry. But yeah, it can help you. I know the formula, so yes, it can help you. So can you try solving that through that method and let me know what is the answer coming through that? Meanwhile, I'll try solving this through another method which I got, which I was able to relate to. I found it a little bit simpler. So between 12:01 and 12:55, I think it's 12:55, right? Yeah, 12:59. Sorry, 12 is repeating everywhere. So 1 plus 2 comes 60 times. Multiply by, it happens 60 times. 1 plus 12 happens 60 times from 12:00, 12:01, 12:02. Likewise, 12 happens 60 times. So that's why I will say 3 into 60 is 180. So the instance of 12, this is instance of 12, okay? Number 12 happening. 60 instance will be there between 12:00 to 12:59 for 12, number 12. The next one, the place where 01 comes. So if I look at 12:01 to 12:59, we have in the tens place, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are coming in the tens place. Is that correct? Which means the number 1 will be coming in the instances like 1, 10 to 19, 21, 31, 41, and 51. There won't be other instances of the number 1 happening, right? So in this case, the number 1 happens 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 10 times here, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 15 and 11 happens again in between. So one more 1 will come. So 15 plus, sorry. So 15 plus 1, 16. 16 times the number that makes us 16 times the number 1 is repeated. Likewise, like the way number 1 is happening, so we can say that it will be the case with number 2 and also for number 3 and number 4 also, till number 4 and number 5. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be repeating 16 times. Likewise, for the number 6, 7, 8, 9, excuse me, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the repetition of, the different numbers will be like individual number. I'll take the example of 6 here. So 6, excuse me, 16, 26, 36, 46, and 56, which makes it how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Makes it 6 times. There won't be any other instance beside this. Okay. So
is the answer 3,900?
No, that's not the answer. No, that's not the answer. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 happens 16 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gets repeated 6 times. So I will add the total as 180, which is the 12 instances of 12, the total of 12 which comes, plus 16 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6 into 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. Did everybody got the last formula which I wrote? Why did I wrote 180 plus 16 plus 16 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 into 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. Does everybody get this last thing or no? You still are not clear with this? Any doubt?
Second step, could you explain that?
The second step. Okay.
Yes.
So why this one 6 into 6 plus 7 plus that one?
No,
Right?
before that.
This one. Okay.
No, one. No,
Yeah.
not that one. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I did was the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the similar situation will be happening for the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because they are coming in the tens place. Which is like 11, sorry, like 10, 20. So they all these numbers are coming in the tens place. They're also coming in the ones place, but tens place mein itne numbers are rahe. So that's why I segregated that clump of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for an example, just to get an idea of the number 1, I started with an example of number 1. So 1 happens 1. So the number of the numbers where the number 1 happens are these 1, 10 to 19, 21, 31, 41 and 51. These are the only numbers where the number 1 happens. So this is 15. So 10 numbers here, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. But there will also be 11 which will happen. Likewise 2 के case में 22 होगा, 3 के case में 33 आएगा. So every number besides these number there will be plus 1 because there will be repetition. I mean दोनों tens or ones case में भी tens or ones position में भी आएंगे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I wrote 15, which is the total number that I've written here, plus 1, which is 16, because यहाँ पे 11 आएगा. Likewise, if I do it for 2, it will be, if I do it for 2, it will come out to 15 plus 1, which is 22 number ka another 2 comes, which makes it 16. 3 ke liye, for number 33 will make the number 16. So that's where 16 aega and not 15. At the bottom 6, 7, 8, 9 they are only placed in their ones position और वो ones position में ऐसे placed होंगे 6, 16, 26, 36, 46 and 56 which is 6 times. अभी clear है?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. So what will come here? What is the total? Did anybody do? Total किया? 240.
536.
1 second. $600. Somebody said 536. Actually, 600 aa raha hai total. I don't know. Did anybody else check? This comes to 180 plus 240 plus 180, which is 600. Is everybody getting this 600 or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है. Great. The arithmetic progression wale में भी 600 आया answer. Somebody said by arithmetic progression, did 600 came उससे भी? Okay, ठीक है. चलो. Is there any doubt here in this case? All right, ठीक है. We'll move to the next one. So here you're given, I don't know if we did this earlier or not. Can anybody tell me? Did we try solving this earlier? Yeah, this is left. Okay, ठीक है. We'll do this then. So here you're given this diagram where there are 5 gray colored triangles placed in a larger triangle. What you have to find is the percentage of the percentage area of the empty part which is there. Percentage area of the empty part, the white part which you can see enclosed inside the triangle. How do we do this? What is the ratio? What is the ratio जिसका percentage आएगा either of A, B, C, D? This is MCQ. What will be the ratio of the white colored part versus the total area of the triangle? Can anybody tell me? Or how do we find the ratio? If anybody wants to pitch in and suggest. Yes, Ananya Patel, that is correct. That is correct. We tried solving this kind of question like long back. I think it was 4 weeks ago. It was based on triangle and proportioning system. What we did there was we used the proportions of the smaller triangle and then we got to know कि सारे बाकी के proportion, बाकी का जो empty part है उसका with reference to the gray part is how is it proportionally related. Chalo, I'll just make a diagram here and then you will get that. You'll get an idea ki how do you do this. So now can you tell me what is the proportion of the white part after looking at this? After looking at this diagram, what is the proportion of the white part? Now can anybody tell me? Don't look at the triangles which are floating in the middle. Just ignore the triangles, gray triangles which are floating in the middle. Just give me the idea, what is the ratio of the white part versus the total triangle, triangles in the bigger triangle. We know how many gray color triangles are there.
Like 3:6.
No, it's not 3:6. The gray color triangles कितने हैं? 5 है. Total triangles in the bigger triangle are how many? Bigger triangle में छोटे छोटे जो gray color का triangle है वैसे कितने triangles है? Just quickly count and tell me. Nine? Is it 9?
Yes, ma'am.
तो white color का जो proportion है उसमें कितने triangles fit हो सकते हैं? White color का जो portion है, how many triangles can be fitted in there?
6.
4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
4, not 6. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So the number of white space is 4 triangles placed in white squares. The ratio that I'm looking at is 4/9. Thereby 4/9 ratio comes to how many percentage? Can anybody tell me 4/9 ratio comes to
44.
44%. So the correct answer is option B, 44. In these kind of questions, please remember to really break the geometry. There is a reason why the proportion, why the gray colored triangles are given here, from which you can draw out, okay, how much is the gray colored triangle in proportion to the larger triangle. So what we came to know by drawing this diagram and as shown in red is, okay, gray colored triangle, 9 gray colored triangles can make up the whole big triangle. That's where we came to know that agar gray color triangles 5 hai, which means the empty space white is 4 triangles, and that's why the ratio that we are looking for is 4/9. In this case, when this was asked, students made a mistake and they wrote option C in the answer, which is 55. So what they did was, many students what they did was कि वो gray color का जो portion है ना 5/9 वो करके लेकर गए, वो करके आंसर लेके गए, and they came to 55%, which is wrong. So just be careful of that part, okay? Here it's, and that's why the question highlights empty part very boldly, it's written. Okay, we will move to the next one now. Okay, this is MCQ based question. There is no, this is not an MSQ, so only one answer is correct here. The image you are shown of an unfolded cube which is kept in front of you, and what you are supposed to find is the cube which is a folded version of this unfolded thing. Just write your answers in the chat box, please. Just one answer is correct, okay? So it is very easy for you that way. Neil, correct answer. Malhar, wrong answer. Ananya Patel, correct answer. Krish, wrong answer. Path, wrong answer. Just remember, you're supposed to fold the cube. You're not supposed to do anything with it. You just have to fold the cube. Janvi, wrong answer. Malhar, wrong answer. In this case, the correct answer is option A. Option A is a correct one. Why will I say it? So first condition, how will I reject option B? Why? Because this is coming outside. This box which is placed here, it has 2 surfaces which are joined with 2 other surfaces, which means that the square color thing cannot have empty 3 surfaces. It has to have some connection there. So that's where this is not possible. Simple. The next one. The option, this one. Where is this? Yeah. The option C. The pentagon, it happens here, which is joined. I think this was with reference to this figure. So this figure and this figure, how they are placed is they are coming together. Now you can have a vertical surface and then this pointy edge of the pentagon placed with each other, placed against each other. But what is the issue here is the orientation. Excuse me. What the issue here is the way the square, this block and this block, they get placed with each other. The way this block and this block, they are oriented with respect to each other. Actually, that's where I will reject the option C. In option C, in option D again, excuse me. This is a problem. Same case with जैसे B का issue आया था हमको. Same way, option D में this is a big issue with 3 surfaces. Same issue which is seen here. So BCD, that's where it gets rejected. Option A is the correct one here. No issues there. In this case, we are supposed to use fold this up and stick things together. So the clue will be if there are any edges which are, you know, shown like that, wahan se chalu karo. The flaps which are coming out of the surfaces, start with the flaps which are coming out of the surfaces, check each flap. If or not, there can be 2 open surfaces or there can be 3 open surfaces. Start from there and then arrive at the correct one. Easy. Okay. Is that clear? 1 second. I need to have water. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you are given these kind of paper loops. And the blue colored part that you see, that blue colored part is where the a kind of a cut. Basically, the loop is cut along the blue colored line which is there. You see that, right? This blue line, dotted line. When you unfold it, what will be formed? What will you get? A, B, C, D. One answer is correct. Only one answer is correct here. And I'll tell you what to look for. The clue here is this patch. I have marked something in red here. That is your clue. This is your clue for finding the correct answer. And also this one. Malhar, that is correct answer. Krish, correct answer. Ananya Patel, correct answer. Okay, so as you guessed correctly, only what does these edges mean? The red color points which I have marked, what it means it that the resulting surface or the resultant figure will have some kind of corners. Now the only corner which I can see in the options is seen in option D. Okay, and that's why I will straight away, without thinking, I will say option D is the correct one. When you open, and also there is a confusion. Now there can be confusion कि B or D दोनों में से कौन सा आएगा. What happens? How do you choose it? Choose that is there is no possibility कि जहाँ पे perpendicular cuts are happening, which cuts the ring completely. So in this kind of case, there is no possibility that आपका ये यहाँ से अगर यहाँ पे भी ऐसा cut दिया हो, यहाँ पे भी ऐसा cut दिया हो, another cut यहाँ पे दिया हो, then this is a possible. Then these two strips are possible. In this case, it's not happening. So that's where I will choose with the one with some kind of edges, and that's where option D is the only one with that. So option D, obviously, the square is the correct one here. Okay. Is that clear?
Can you just mark D as the answer?
I have to mark D as the answer. ठीक है. Option D is the correct one here because of these edges which are seen here. Okay. ठीक है. We will, any other doubts? Okay, we'll move to the next one then. So here there's a pyramid which is seen on the side, and there's another identical pyramid Q, which is rotated 135 degree and created, it's mirrored along the upward direction of P, and the Q is rotated 135 degree. And then it is brought down, which means P and Q are intersecting each other. What you have to find is which will be the resulting view. This is one answer is correct. MCQ based question. It's only one answer is correct, not more than one. All right. Remember, P ka mirror kiya hai in the upward direction, the vertical upward direction, and it is then rotated 135 degree, and then it is coming down. What will be the resulting view? Just write your answer in the chat box. How you solve this is look for one thing. I'll give you a clue. How do you solve this? So how do we do this is when you rotate the pyramid, like after mirroring, when you rotate the pyramid by 135 degree, when you look at the elevation, एक साइड आपको ऐसा सरफेस दिखेगा और दूसरा वाला ऊपर का क्यूब होगा, उसका एक एज दिखेगा, and then the surface happens on this side. Okay. There will be an edge seen in the front, and then the surface happens on the other two sides when you rotate it by 135 degrees. This is your first clue. The second clue being this edge that we see at the bottom will obviously be slightly bigger, smaller than the edge which gets formed by this kind of a surface here. So just two other clues, and then you will arrive at the answer, which is the correct one here. Which is not possible. Which is the option which is clearly wrong and it's not possible. There are two options of that nature which are clearly wrong, and it's not possible कि वो correct answer, it would be the answer. Okay. Is there anything like that you notice? Option D. Yes, option D wrong है. Option C correct हो सकता है. You have edges seen through and through. No, right? So option C भी गलत है. So A or B में से which one will I choose? They are identical, but then there is a slight difference. There is minor difference. जो ये edge वाला situation I told you ना, based on that, there is a minor difference between A and B, and which will be the correct one? Option A. Option A is the correct one because if the square pyramids are identical, and if you're looking at it from the front, then this surface will naturally be smaller than the inclined when the pyramid is how should I put it, when the pyramid is rotated 135 degrees, this edge will be bigger. The 135 degree edge will be slightly bigger than the facade edge. Option B में वो दोनों same बताया है. So that's where option B is also wrong. And option A is the correct one. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll move to the next one then. You can make a mistake and choose B here, okay? It's very slippery. Just to be careful by choosing why B and why not A. Just answer that question and see what's the difference. All right. Here you're given word, which is written here, and this is like a mirror cylinder. This is like a cylinder with a mirror finish, sorry, and word is written in a paper in front of it. Which of the following images, MCQ based question, only one answer is correct, will be the correct reflection of the word word on the mirror finish of the cylinder? In a circular surface, when light is reflected and mirror surfaces light gets reflected, the edges or the rings, or the way the light looks at it always moves towards the center. It always coincides towards the center, which means that what is written in front, uska hamesha chota wala version will be seen here. So the width, so if this is the cylinder and this is its center, so our word, and word का जो side है एक इतना है और एक इतना है. What it means is, when I draw this like this, what it means is that only in this much part, let me draw that only in this much part the letter word will be written. Cylinder में हमेशा ऐसा होता है कि whatever is the width, you place it उसका center में, you place that distance, and ये वाला जो distance होता है उतना ही यहाँ base से वो distance ऊपर जाएगा, and then वो जो dimension आपको sector का width मिलेगा, that becomes the width of the total letter का wordings. So now can you tell me which is the correct answer? Option A. That makes only option A to be correct, because it's only in option A you get a smaller dimension, which is more of a, which looks more like a sector. Okay. Option B में it's through and through. Option B में इतना लिखा है, इतना बड़ा लिखा है word. So that's why option B, C, D, they are all wrong. Okay. Any doubts? Confusion? Okay. Okay. This should be very simple for you. What is given here is in a calendar where the month and the days of the week, they are written in full form. In that kind of a calendar, which is a letter which is never used? There is one letter which is never ever used in a calendar which mentions days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, likewise, and the months, January, February, they are written in full form. They're not written Jan, Feb, MAR, APR. They're not written like that. They're written in full form. So which is the letter which gets never used in that calendar? Ananya Patel, that's correct. Malhar, wrong answer. Okay, in this case, W happens where? W कैसे placed होता है? Which day or which month has W? Wednesday. G, does G appear? August. So G भी नहीं possible है. Does K appear anywhere? You're not sure. ये हो सकता है answer. V, does V happen anywhere? Where does V happen?
November.
November. V happens in November. So option D bhi galat hai and option C is the only one. The letter K is the one which does not get used at all in the days of the week or in the months of all these. Even Z does not get used, but Z is not given here. So of all these, K is the one. Okay. We'll move to the next one. This is also very simple. So PQRS, they're competing in a slow race, which means the slowest cyclist will win the race. Slowest cyclist will win the race, okay? Just remember this part. You might make a mistake. Slowest. A few minutes after beginning, P is physically ahead of Q. So P, I'm saying P is somewhere here. P is physically ahead of Q. And Q शायद यहाँ पे होगा. So I'm saying ऐसा situation here. R and S are physically behind Q. So R and S are physically behind Q and S is physically ahead of R. So first comes R and then comes, first comes S. S is physically ahead of R and then comes R. P got eliminated. P got eliminated, so we don't have to worry about P. R overtakes Q. R, this person will overtake Q and come somewhere here, maybe. So here is the new position of R. Okay, R1 I'm saying. Just reaching before the end mark, S overtakes Q. Just reaching before the end marks, S also overtakes Q. So we don't know if it is ahead or here, but somewhere ahead of Q for sure. So it is an MCQ based question. So which is the option that is true? MSQ, sorry, this is an MSQ based question. So which is the option which is true? Anybody, which is the option which is true?
Yes.
So will it be option C?
Yes.
Yeah. So here Q is the last person to reach the finish line. P is eliminated, so we don't have to worry about it. But Q is the last person to reach the finish line, and that's why Q is the winner. Q is not a runner-up, S is not a winner, and even R is not a winner. Okay. This is the only condition which is possible. All right. So to identify the correct logo, this should not be that difficult. Okay. Anybody? Which is the correct logo? Yes, Janvi, that's correct. Ananya Patel, wrong answer. Neil, correct answer. Malhar, correct answer. In this case, you will get confused between B and C. You will get easily confused whether it will be B or whether it will be C. The correct answer is option B, because that cut of the triangle in Axis Bank happens on the right side. Okay. Yeah, with this, we shall end this session here. I will see you all